There's something uncomfortable about the truth you're about to hear. It's not the economy. It's not luck. It's not even your circumstances. Because if it were, everyone in the same situation would end up in the same place. But they don't. Some rise, some stay stuck, and some get close, then fall back again. So what's really going on? Why do you keep feeling like you're almost there, but never quite arriving? Carl Jung once suggested something unsettling, that the greatest barriers in our lives are not outside of us, they're hidden within us, and if that's true, then the question is no longer, how do I become rich? The real question becomes, what part of me doesn't want me to be? You say you want success, you say you want freedom, money, a different life. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Wanting something consciously doesn't mean you're aligned with it unconsciously. There are people who work hard every day, who dream about a better life, and yet, somehow, they keep recreating the same reality, not because they're lazy, but because something deeper is resisting change. You see, your mind isn't just trying to move you forward, it's trying to keep you safe. And sometimes, success doesn't feel safe. Most people think they fear failure, but that's not the whole story. Many people fear success, not consciously, but deeply, because success changes things. It changes how people see you. It changes what's expected of you. It changes who you have to become. And that can feel threatening, because with success comes visibility, responsibility, pressure, no more hiding, no more playing small. And for a mind that's used to comfort, used to familiar patterns, that feels dangerous. So, what does it do? It hesitates. It procrastinates. It self-sabotages, not because you're lazy, but because a part of you is trying to keep you safe, safe in the known, even if the known is limiting, because the unknown, even if its success feels like a risk, it brings attention, responsibility, expectation, and for some, that feels like pressure. Imagine becoming wealthy. Now people expect more from you. They look at you differently. They judge you more. You can't hide anymore. For someone who has learned to stay small, to stay unnoticed, this feels dangerous. So what happens? They sabotage opportunities. They delay action. They overthink decisions. They retreat right before things work. Not because they don't want success, but because they're not comfortable being seen. And until that changes, no strategy will work. Self-sabotage is quiet. It doesn't look like destruction. It looks like hesitation, procrastination, doubt, second-guessing. You tell yourself, I'll start tomorrow. I need more time. I'm not ready yet. But if you look closely, there's a pattern. Every time something starts to move forward, you slow it down. Every time things begin to align, you pull back. Why? Because progress threatens your identity, and your mind will always choose what feels familiar over what feels unknown, even if the unknown is better. This is why people stay stuck, not because they lack ability, but because they're unconsciously protecting who they believe they are. Here's where it gets deeper. You don't get what you want in life. You get what you believe you are. If deep down you see yourself as someone who struggles, someone who never gets ahead, someone who isn't lucky, then no matter what you do, you will return to that identity, because your mind is always trying to stay consistent, even if that consistency is painful. This is why sudden success often doesn't last, because if your identity hasn't changed, you will unconsciously find a way to lose what you gained, to return to what feels familiar. And this is what Carl Jung meant when he said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. There are beliefs inside you that you didn't choose. Beliefs about money, success, worth, Maybe you grew up hearing, money changes people. Rich people are greedy. Success comes with suffering. You didn't question it, you absorbed it. And now, part of you associates wealth with something negative. So even if you consciously want money, your unconscious mind resists it. Because to your mind, wealth doesn't mean freedom. It means risk. And your mind will always protect you from what it believes is dangerous, even if that belief is wrong. So what changes this? Awareness. Not force, not motivation. Awareness. Because once you see the pattern, you can't unsee it. You begin to notice when you're holding back, when you're avoiding, when you're choosing comfort over growth. And slowly, you stop identifying with it. You stop saying, "This is who I am," and start realizing, "This is what I've been repeating." And that changes everything. So maybe the reason you're not rich yet isn't because you're missing something, but because there's something within you that hasn't let you become it. Not yet. But now you see it. The fear, the patterns, the identity. And once you see it, you have a choice to stay the same or to become someone who no longer needs to sabotage their own growth. Because the truth is, wealth is not just something you create, it's something you allow. And the moment you stop resisting it is the moment everything begins to change. If this made you see yourself differently, then something has already shifted inside you. Not loudly, not dramatically, but quietly, deeply, because awareness doesn't arrive like a storm. It arrives like a whisper, a subtle realization, a moment where you pause and recognize a pattern you've been living on repeat. And in that moment, you are no longer just reacting to your life. You are observing it. And that changes everything. Because most people go their entire lives without ever questioning the scripts in their mind, the fears they call reality, the limits they call truth, the habits they call who they are. But you're starting to see, you're starting to notice the invisible forces that shape your decisions, your relationships, your success, your identity. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. That's the beginning of transformation. Not when you force change, not when you chase motivation, but when you become aware of what's been controlling you all along. So stay with that awareness. Don't rush to escape it. Don't numb it. Don't distract yourself from it. Sit with it. Study it. Let it reveal the parts of you you've been avoiding. Because that's where your power is. And if you want to understand yourself on a deeper level than most people ever will, if you want to uncover the hidden patterns shaping your life, then this journey doesn't end here. It's only just beginning. Subscribe and continue walking this path of awareness.